All right, while we're eating our pizza, courtesy of Papa John's, let's go to, is he on Skype? Let's go to Skype right now and bring in Chad Shanks. He is the former social media editor for the Houston Rockets, and let's show everybody why he's the former social editor. Let's go to the graphic right behind us. When the Houston Rockets eliminated the Dallas Mavericks from the playoffs the other night, as the game was getting towards the end, Chad sent out a tweet that said, "Shh, just close your eyes. It will be over soon."
Well,
and there was a picture.
The tweet didn't really matter.
Right, but it was the do we call them emoticons, emojis?
Emojis. Yeah.
There was a gun pointed to the head of a horse, which represents the Dallas Mavericks.
Before we bring in Shane, you have to know that last night, Chad, I'm sorry, Shane is the Broncos draft choice. Chad, before Chad did this, because he did, last night, someone tweeted, when the Bucks were losing so badly to the Bulls, a gun pointed to a bag of dollars. Bang Bucks. Or bang for your bucks.
Chad, welcome to the show, and I'm sorry we had to set it up that way, but I mean, that's why you're on the show, right?
It comes with the territory. That's fine.
We appreciate it. Let me ask you something. I mean,
we invite you that you're joining us. We talked about it on Around the Horn the other day, and I said, you know, I had gone back through your tweets, and they were fantastic.
They're pretty clever tweets. I mean, you're good at what you do.
Yeah, and you'll continue to be, and I know you're going to work for Dan Lebitard this weekend and tweet for him. Is that correct?
Yes, I've been helping out with Dan Lebitard, and I've been trying my best, but it seems like a lot of the responses, they just want me to do the same thing that I just got fired for. So I'm trying to, avoid making the same mistake twice. Yeah. But yeah, I tried with the Rockets account to, create a unique voice and have it to where the account was interesting and funny and people enjoyed it and just different from your typical mundane team account. And for the most part, I think it did a very good job with that. And then in the heat of a moment of about to beat our rivals, I wanted to just stick a little jab in there, and meant no harm by it, but obviously did not think it through. And part of my job was to anticipate reaction to content like that, and I messed up, and a lot of people got upset, and I'm hoping that that they'll understand that I meant no offense by it at all, and it seems like most people are getting they're forgiving me a little bit.
Well, Chad, it is commendable that you're owning it. I mean, that's very, very important. And nobody wants to get fired, but I'm wondering, you have gained so much notoriety from this. Is this good or bad for you in the long run? Are job offers pouring in? If you had to do it over, would you do the same thing? Tell me what you're thinking right now.
Well, when people ask if I had to do it over, a lot of people got upset, and including people that I worked with at the Rockets for years, and it was supposed to be a celebratory night because, the team had a little bit of a drought in the playoffs and we're moving on, and people, should have been celebrating. Instead, we're having to deal with the mess that I just caused. So I'll always regret that, but I am happy that, there seems to be, a silver lining to the cloud on the horizon, and I don't know why so many people have taken interest in this, and so many people have tried to, send these messages of support, and people have started petitions and made T-shirts and hashtags and all that. People I don't even know, and I'm flattered, and I don't really understand it, but I'm going to try to make the best of the situation, and hopefully something good will come from it.
Well, I would remind you that a week or so ago, we had a guy here that became world famous because his computer didn't work, so he took a gun and shot it 8 times, and he got a lot of business as a result of that. He runs a tea store where you can go and buy exotic tea. Yeah, organic tea. So something good is going to come from this, and I'm sure you not only deserve another job, but a couple of questions. Where's your dog? Do you have your dog with you?
Why are you asking about his dog?
He's right there.
Yeah.
Why are you asking about his dog?
Yeah.
My wife actually named him Donatas Motiejunas, Lithuanian Rockets player who's one of my favorite players that I got to interact with on the Rockets. So we'll have at least a little part of the Rockets with us going forward for a little while.
The second part of that question, he wants to know, because in his Twitter profile, the dog is in there with you, correct?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I asked him, because the dog is a great-looking dog. I wanted to see the dog. Second question, since you said it sort of, interfered, for a better word, with the celebration, although the players and they didn't care. But what do you think the Houston Rockets, now you get a chance, what's going to happen with the Houston Rockets the rest of the playoffs? Can they advance another round?
And are you still going to get a playoff share if they win everything? Just kidding.
I don't think staff gets playoff shares.
No,
Maybe the
just
playoff
kidding.
bonuses. I don't know if mine will be prorated or not. I have no idea. I haven't thought about any of that stuff. I think the Rockets have overcome so much adversity this season with injuries, and then losing, the Demo that we just talked about, and Patrick Beverley, and how Howard was able to keep them afloat. Harden was able to keep them afloat that whole time. And then Dwight's come back and is playing like the Dwight of old. It was really exciting, and I am going to be sad I'm not there on Monday. I was, worked closely with the team and the players, and, felt like I was a very small part of it. And I am upset that I'm going to miss that. But
did you plead your case? Did you say you were sorry to Rockets management? Did they even want to hear it?
I apologized to my direct supervisors, like the night of, and the morning where they let me go, they just kind of brought me in and said the decision has been made, and there wasn't really a chance for me to plead my case. And
you think it came from the very top? You think it came from the owner?
I honestly have no idea. I know the owner is a animal rights activist, and that kind of had a little bit to do with a lot of the pushback on it. And again, I didn't. If I would have thought that people would think I was saying anything like making light of killing actual horses, I never would have done it. But I understand why the Rockets did what they did. I wish there would have been, a lighter form of punishment than what they did.
Sure.
But I have no hard feelings. They gave me an incredible job for 4 seasons, and hopefully another incredible opportunity will come from this.
Well, I was going to ask you, do you want to get back into the NBA? Where do you want to take your life? I assume that your goal in life was not to be the social media director for the Houston Rockets, that it was probably maybe to use that to get to something else. Where do you want to go? Maybe we can help you right here, that we can say to the world, here's what Chad wants to do.
I don't think anyone wants to be the Twitter guy for the rest of their lives, or that there hasn't even really been a period of time where many people could actually say that because it's so new. But I do like the digital realm. I like the marketing aspect of it. It's something I think I'm good at. I'm trying to keep an open mind, and I never thought I would end up working for a sports team as a Twitter person. I have a journalism background, worked at newspapers and things like that. So it's just kind of something I fell into, and just trying to keep my options open. Someone out there, sees the good that I did with the Rockets, and wants that kind of skill set or personality, and we'll see where it goes. I had a very, very bad morning that turned into a good afternoon and a good subsequent day. So I'm trying to enjoy this 15 minutes of fame, or whatever you want to call it, and hopefully use it to get another opportunity somewhere.
Turn it into 50 years of opportunity.
Yeah, Chad, you sound sad, but you also sound thoughtful and responsible. And going forward, my guess is you're not going to make a mistake like that, and you're going to land something very, very good. And we really appreciate your time.
You can come join us and become our media marketing
Who's
guy.
going to pay him? You going to pay him? We got no money for that.
I'll give him
you have to get in a bidding war with Lebitard.
I'll give him $10.
He's leveraging us already.
Well, what you can do is, you got nothing going on, come up and spend a week with us.
We'll give you an audition.
I do like Denver.
Yeah.
Chad, thanks a lot. We wish you a lot of luck. We really
What
do.
is your personal? Tell everybody what your Twitter handle is, so they can get in touch with you.
It's at Chad J. Shanks.
Chad J. Shanks, and Shanks is spelled Shanks.
Correct.
All right. Hey, Chad, again, thank you very much, and we wish you a lot of luck. We know you're going to land somewhere good.
And I liked
Thank
it.
you.
And I liked it, by the way.
Yeah. and Chad, just so you know, there's a movie out there called "They Shoot Horses, Don't They?" All right, but
I don't know
you don't have to comment.
Yeah,
I
look
probably
it up.
won't watch it.
All right, thanks, Chad. See you later.
Thank you.
And that segment sponsored by John Elway Cadillac of Park Meadows, Colorado's #1 Cadillac dealer.
And that was a good call.